What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video presented to you by DotaFanTV, where today we are going to be looking at the upcoming Dota 2 Major that is happening in exactly 1 week time, 2nd of June all the way until 13th of June. It is presented to you by WePlay Esports. It's called the Animajor, and it's going to be happening in Kyiv. For those who don't know what is the Animajor, just stay tuned. We're going to talk about the format, the team involved, some of the issues we've been seeing, and why we are so excited about it. So without further ado, let's go. So the first thing I want to talk about is obviously the organizer of the event, which is WePlay Esports. They are headquartered in Kyiv, and so it makes total sense for them to be hosting the event. And beyond that, they have decent experience in doing Dota 2 event as well. It's probably not as much as the other organization that we are a bit more familiar, like BTS and the ESL and all those things. But given in Europe, I think it was run by ESL and Dream League, and for them, I think, you know, with the recent fucked up of the rule change and all those things, it's a bit refreshing to see a new organization doing this. At the same time, I think in recent events, the most that ESL have done, which is the Omega League back in September, August last year, it was super amazing. The team was fantastic. The production was really great. It was very entertaining to watch. Even the production, they give a lot of control for the people that actually know about the game to run the production. So it's really entertainment as fans to watch. And I'm really excited for it. And the reason it's called Animajor is because the theme for this time is animation. So if you follow their Twitter page, there are a lot of animation, anime related stuff. Might be a little bit weeby for some who doesn't like it, but overall I love it. I enjoyed it. I think it's a good team to start with. A lot of character being involved, and they can play around with a lot of different things. When I remember after they did this event, right, the Omega League back last year, it was one of the last one before everything comes to stop, but everyone was very happy with what they did. And when they announced the new DPC league that's going to be running, which is what we are seeing right now, and WePlay are not part of it, a lot of people were quite disappointed, and rightly so, because of a fantastic job they have done in Omega League, right? So giving them a slot to run for Major is, I think, very justified, and I have high hopes on them to not disappoint the fans. Alright, for now we will be talking about the format of the game. For those who are not aware, this is the exact same format that we have seen in the previous Major, which is in Singapore. Let's just go through it point by point. We have 18 teams. We have 4 teams in Western Europe, which is, you know, the one that the major teams are from: Secret, Enigma, OG, which didn't make it, etc. And then we have 4 teams from China, and then 3 teams from each Southeast Asia and Eastern Europe, and then we have 2 teams from NA and South America. To be honest, I think there are some valid argument about the number of slots that they should allocate for North America and South America, but we are not gonna be, you know, going too deep into that. I think there's a whole separate discussion. Let's move on. Okay, for all these teams, some of them have to play wildcard, some of them have to go straight into group stage, and some of them go into the playoff right away, right? So it all depends on the standing you are in your own league, right? If you are first, you will go to playoff right away. If you are second, you'll be in the group stage, and then if you're third and fourth, you'll be starting out in the wild card. All right, so to know which team are in which bracket, we can go straight into it. All right, I think we can start from, let's talk about the wild card a little bit. There are 6 teams in the wild card right now. So 1 team from Southeast Asia, 1 team from Eastern Europe, and then 2 teams from Western Europe and 2 teams from China. So that makes 6 teams, right? And then only the top 2 will go through. So they'll play a single round robin, everyone play against each other, and then only the it will be a best of 2, sorry, and then only the best 2 team will go through to the group stage. The rest of the 4 teams will go home. So literally they land, they stay in the hotel, they play this best of 2, 4 teams, they play against 5, they play 5 series of best of 2. They didn't make it, they're packing up and going home. Alright, And then for those who make it, they proceed to the group stage. There are 8 teams in total, right? 6 who are already here, and then 2 more from the wildcard. And then they will play another best of 2 among them. And then the top 2 teams will advance to the upper bracket of the playoff. The 3rd to 6th team advance to the lower bracket of the playoff, and then the remaining team are eliminated. So which means in the upper bracket playoff, there are some teams that will play again. There are teams from league that finish in first will play against each other already. I think all this will be drawn later. I don't think it's all available now. It's only until playoff the games are best of 3 and the grand final are best of 5. This is a pretty standard format, I would say. In terms of the talent, I think the way they picked it are very household names. People who follow the DPC will know all these names. For hosts, we have Shivers, we have Slacks, and then we have Rich. For analysts and commentator, we have ODPixel, of course Suns fan Cinderin. They are back, been quite some time, didn't see them in DPC. I think Suns fan is casting NA, but Cinderin have not been involved recently, but in this event he is. Excited for his return. We have Cap, Lacoste, Lizard, BSJ. I'm not going to go through everything, but yeah, a lot of these are just very household names. Carl, T-Guff. If you follow the DPC, you should know all this amazing talent. Moving on, we will be looking at the playoff seeds. So I think I will start from the bottom, the wildcard seeds. So these are teams that have finished 3rd and 4th, and they will be playing wildcard. So from here, we have Team Nigma, Team Secret, VC Gaming, Invictus Gaming, IG, which is the previous champion, yeah. In the previous major in Singapore, they are the winner, beating, reverse sweeping EG. And then Execution, who is their representative from Southeast Asia, and then last but not least, AS Monaco Gambit. I think over here, no offense to the Southeast Asia and Eastern European team, but I think they are more of the dark horse, less favorite. And we have Nigma, Secret, VC, and IG, which are 4, I would say, huge powerhouse in this game. Some of them are so good that they are already confirmed as the to make it to TI. I think Team Secret is one of them, and I think IG is another one that is confirmed for TI. So out of these 6 teams, only 2 teams are able to make it. I think the pressure will be on Nigma and Vichy because Secret and IG already made it. So it depends on these 2 guys to play well and get the result that they want. Especially Nigma because they bomb out in the previous major. But yeah, we'll see. Moving on, we have in the group stage we have Team Liquid, PSG LGD, TNC, Team Spirit. EG will be playing in the group stage as well, and then Beast Coast. It's a tiny bit surprised because I think everyone would expect Beast Coast to be finishing first in South America, given the way they dominated in previous season, but they didn't. They finished second, so they have to play in group stage. Similarly for EG as well, it's the exact same case. We expect EG to be finishing first in NA, given that every single player in their position is exceptional in their skill, individual skill. And then we have LGD, who did really well last season in the major, and I think Team Liquid is also another team to keep an eye on, given how they have included Sumail in the team and how it had transformed the team into, I think, much better, more stable, I would say, more consistent in their performance. And then we have, of course, another 2 dark horse from Southeast Asia and Eastern Europe, which is Team Spirit and TNC. Let's talk about Team Spirit first. I think not a lot of people have heard a lot about them, but somehow they made it second in Eastern Europe, ahead of Navi, ahead of teams like Gambit. So a team that I think could be another Thunder Predator situation. TNC, of course, a lot of teams have heard of this name, and they have some roster change. I think they became a full Filipino team right now. After the first season didn't work out for them. I'm glad to see them back in the major. Honestly, I think they are one of the few SEA team that has won the major. So really happy to see them there, and I hope they are able to get, you know, a really good result because they need it to make it to TI. And of course, in this is called the winner bracket, right? We have Alliance, who is, I think they only lost one game in the entire season. They have Team Aster, who is really strong, and the reason they didn't make it far last year was I think they will have one of the member didn't make it to Singapore. Let's see how they're showing this year. But having said that, I think they are almost certain to qualify for the major, for the TI already. We have T1, another Southeast Asia dark horse. Not a lot of people see them coming. I think the previous season they finished third. They have to play in the playoff. I think they have to play in the wildcard, and then they hardly win any series, so a bit sad for them. But right now they are back, and then we have VP, WePlay Esports from South America, and Quincy Crew, which topped the giant in their respective league to finish first. So yeah, really excited to see all these giants and see how the meta evolve. So for the prediction, I think I will be going through it in another separate video. I want to wait maybe a couple of days first to basically see which team are going to make it and which team are not. So far we have heard that some Chinese team are unable to make it. I think it was a few hours ago due to the flight issue, but the latest update from WePlay is saying that they are able to get the Chinese team over by providing them a private flight to fly back to China afterwards. Hopefully, if those are right, it will be sorted. Hopefully no team are gonna miss it, because I think in the previous major, even it was like 2 or 3 days before, only it was announced that, you know, Team Nigma have mind control, wouldn't be able to make it, and then we have Beast Coast not able to make it, and then there was another Team Aster was the one that has one member missing, and so on and so forth. So if all these are confirmed, I'll come out with the prediction video. Personally, I have took a week off from my full-time job to basically watch all these games and to make videos about it, because this is what I enjoy doing for the moment, and I have nothing else better to do in my life. Anyway, so I wanted to say, during these first in the wildcard playoff games, I will still be working my full-time job. I won't be fully committed to make a video about them, but I will try my best on the exciting game, especially like VG versus Nigma, VG versus Secret. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like it, please like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.